Hello. I hope you're all ready for some really fast talking, because I'm not sure I am, but we'll go. So this is an image from my favorite spacecraft, Voyager 1, and if you can see that tiny little pale blue speck of a pixel there, that's Earth as seen from about 4 billion miles away. And what I love so much about this image is how it encapsulates how space exploration is often about observation and not necessarily participation. And this relates to my own personal story, because in 2008, I was watching a documentary about NASA, and I realized that they weren't really the rocket scientists I had always imagined. They were more space hackers. And so inspired by this, I sent NASA an email saying I was a huge fan of what they were doing, and if they ever needed someone like me, someone without a formal science background, that I was here. Serendipitously, I was able to get a job at NASA from that email, and it completely changed my life and was so amazing. I got to learn so many things. But the most important thing that I learned at NASA was I didn't even need to work at NASA to explore space, and so I left. And I created Spacehack.org. And Spacehack.org is a directory of ways to participate in space exploration. This is anything people can do with or without a science background to actively contribute to scientific discovery around space exploration. So the types of things that you can do through Spacehack.org are things like searching for extraterrestrials, either through radio signals or through projects like the Austrian Space Forum here, where you can actually look in Mars analog-like environments for microbes that we might be able to one day find on Mars if we're ever sent there as humans. Or you might build the next generation of interplanetary ambassadors, maybe not ones that look like Mars Curiosity, maybe they look more like tumbleweeds or something weird. But when I created Spacehack, I realized that essentially there's all this open science stuff out there, but no one's really doing anything interesting with it. And so born out of that frustration came Science Hack Day. And Science Hack Day is a 48-hour event in which scientists, designers, developers, and all different types of people get together in the same physical space to see what they can rapidly prototype with science in 24 consecutive hours. It's as fast as I'm speaking. But the mission of Science Hack Day is just to get excited and make things with science. And so you can make something silly, something serious, doesn't really matter. So the types of things that come out of Science Hack Days are things like this. This is a lamp that's supposed to light up every time an asteroid passes by the Earth. So in a sense, it's like a near-death lamp. Can freak out your coworkers with it or something. Other weird things that have come out of Science Hack Day have been things like this. This is a typeface someone wanted to create in which all the letters had equal wind drag. And so what you're looking at here is a makeshift wind tunnel, and someone actually recorded the wind drag of each individual letter and weighted each individual letter so that all the letters would have equal wind drag. Other weird hacks have been things like DNAckery. This is a cocktail of extracted strawberry DNA. And so it's a completely drinkable cocktail that actually extracts DNA as you're drinking it, but it tastes disgusting. Another weird thing was a group of hackers wanting to experiment with simulating synesthesia, essentially where your senses get crossed. So if you hear something, you might actually see something, or you associate certain colors with certain letters. And so they created this really creepy mask called Synesthesia. And essentially what synesthesia does is it simulates a type of synesthesia. They took a bunch of vibrating speakers and they attached it to someone's face. They did this using a GIMP mask, so that's why it's so creepy looking. And they wired it all up to an Arduino and a webcam. So as someone navigates different parts of the room, and different parts of the room are lighter or darker, different parts of your face start vibrating. So you can begin to feel sight in a weird, creepy way. But my favorite story from Science Hack Day is the beard detector, essentially a device someone created to detect when he needed to shave. And so he took a USB microscope, he held it up to his face, he wrote some basic code, and as you can see, it says no beard found, and it tells him when he needs to shave. I thought this was weird, but and I wasn't quite sure what it had to do with science, but sitting in the audience and seeing this demoed was a particle physicist. And when he saw this, he said to himself, wow, it's actually a genius way for how to detect cosmic rays in a cloud chamber. And so following Science Hack Day, this particle physicist wrote this entire proposal for how to detect cosmic rays in a cloud chamber using the original code someone had used to detect if he needed to shave or not. And so this is what I love about hacking and hack days. It's really about creating sparks for future things and future ideas, and anyone can organize their own Science Hack Day. And so to me, when it comes to space exploration, there's a lot of things we could be searching for. We could be searching for exoplanets or extraterrestrials, but to me, it's the search for experimentation that's so incredibly precious, and I think we found it through hacking science. Thank you.